This is Wicked Roadie, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hello, my name is Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the final few weeks of the year. Christmas is coming.
Yes, it is.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was awesome. We hosted it. It was probably the most easygoing Thanksgiving I've ever had.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I know very few people can say that about any holiday. How about yourself?
It was good. We went last week. We ran up to upstate New York, where Susan is from, my wife. She's from Binghamton, New York. And it's funny because for such a small town or that small town mentality, every time I say, oh, she's from upstate New York, and people say, oh, where's she from? What part? I say, oh, Binghamton. They're like, oh, yeah, Binghamton. It's like, really? How do you know that town? So apparently, and I wasn't fully aware of this, Binghamton University, the BU, as they call it up there, not Boston University, Binghamton University, is this huge, sprawling university out there up in New York. And it's great. It's a beautiful campus. It has an amazing athletic facility. We drove by it and we didn't go into it, but she was saying it's huge. It's huge inside that place.
Wow.
So I guess a lot of people really do go up there for the college. It's got some very, very advanced medical programs up there. There's also, they also feature a lot of communications and journalism classes up there. So I don't want to say it's a poor man's Syracuse, but it almost feels like the way it was described. But
it's quite a hub. And with these college towns and university towns, it really brings a lot of charm, a lot of great restaurants, and a lot of people to the area.
It really does. And so we stayed there. We visited with her family for a few days, and then we came back on Friday and visited my family. We had a Friendsgiving on Saturday, and on Sunday we napped. Just took naps. Actually, no, we didn't. We actually had to go to another friend's house, and during the football game, during the Patriots game, I was kind of in and out of
you got to
napping.
Nap then.
Yeah.
See, I don't know what naps are. Now that I have two young kids, 1 and 3, they nap sometimes.
And that's your time to get things done effectively and efficiently.
Do the dishes, take a shower. Exactly. One day I'll get to nap again. That's what I joke about. That's what I'm going to do when I retire. I'm going to nap.
Did you go out shopping on Friday, or did you do any Cyber Monday shopping?
I did nothing. So Black Friday I knew was going on, and I live in between Garden City and Route 2 in Warwick. I can't go anywhere, even if I wanted to. It probably was gridlock. So I just hunkered down and didn't do anything. And then I forgot Cyber Monday existed for most of the day.
Yeah, I was watching reports that came out. They said that it was probably one of the biggest Cyber Mondays ever, which makes me cringe a little bit.
Okay,
because I almost, and I realize that people may get mad at me for doing this. Every time I drive by an empty storefront that says for rent, I want to take a photo of it and put it up with the meme brought to you by Cyber Monday, because that's what happens.
Yes.
It takes away from the local economy. And I understand that you're a mom of 2.
I'm busy.
If Peapod wasn't available, you'd go crazy.
I would go hungry.
It would. She would literally be eating nothing but ramen. I just go for the spice packet, by the way. That's where all the vitamins are. Just pound that with a little bit of water. You're good. No sodium concerns at all. But it's one of those things where, we talk about it a lot here on Wicked Roadie, that there are these smaller shops, there's bazaars, there's all these different places that you can go shopping. And I understand that there's times where you want to get that special one item. But for people to do all their shopping online, unless they've got a medical condition or some kind of concern where they can't get out of the house, it does hurt the local economy.
It does.
And that it takes time, but that's what we're seeing. Amazon is the biggest online store. Nothing against them. I'm sure they're great people who work there. And I don't mean to get off on a tangent here. I'm assuming Amazon won't be sponsoring the show after they listen to this episode.
No. Yeah.
But it's one of those things where, you go to these smaller shops, especially, myself, I'm a drummer. And there is a wonderful shop in Scituate, Rhode Island called The Village Drum. I walk in there. The guy's name is Vin. He knows exactly what kind of sticks I use.
Yep.
I walked in there because we drove by on Saturday, and I said, hey, I need to pick up a few new drum heads, and I walked through his basement. He's got 150 cymbals. He's got any kind of part you can imagine. Mm-hmm. And to me, I don't even think I pay more than I would if I bought the sticks or the heads online.
Correct.
Plus, if I need something, he's got ideas on if I needed to alter the plan or I needed to change something. I saw him talking on Saturday with a couple that was trying to buy a drum kit for their child. And they said, listen, we've got this beautiful used kit. It's a lot less than what you would spend on a brand new one. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't work out, just bring it back. No worries at all. They fixed it up nice. The thing looked brand new, but it was gently used, and they saved a ton. But even with that savings, they're still supporting the local business. They're still supporting the local people. So anyway, that's my soapbox about Cyber Monday. We'll be talking about all sorts of great ideas and different things you can be doing. So if you're tuned in while you're on the road, working or getting some errands done, just listen and enjoy the episode. If you hear something you like that piques your interest, that's not about my soapbox on Cyber Monday, then certainly we'll have all the links for you in our show notes on our website, wickedroadiepodcast.com.
Ben, can you let me know what is going on that is wicked interesting here in the Ocean State this week?
I'm off my soapbox now. And another thing, Anthony Claus 2, speaking of, a dysfunctional family sequel. Ladies and gentlemen, Frank O'Donnell is the funny man of Rhode Island, one of the many funny men of Rhode Island that we have, and he has 6 shows of this wonderful, fantastic display of a Rhode Island Christmas. It opens today if you're listening on the day that this launches, well, actually tomorrow, Friday, December 2nd, and it goes for 3 shows this weekend, 3 shows next weekend, and for 6 years, the Anthony Claus family has been entertaining Rhode Islanders with the story of Santa's younger brother, otherwise known as the backup plan.
Oh.
So here's something cool. I had Frank O'Donnell join me in the car, and his episode will be coming out of Carpooling with Ben this Friday, and he actually explains how he created Anthony Claus and then the sequel, which is Anthony Claus 2. It's all about a typical Rhode Island family with so many innuendos on the stereotypes of Rhode Island based on his own family. It's great. It was written, directed by Frank, and they have a lot of cameo appearances as well from people like Chelsea Priest over at ABC6, Mike Montecalvo and Tony Petrarca at Channel 12, Barbara Morse Silva and Kelly Bates from Channel 10. Yes, drew a blank there. I did it out of sequence, and many others. So it really, every performance is different because they all put a different spin and twist on it. But you are going to laugh. It is hysterical. It is such a great play. You can find all the link in our show notes there, but it's over at Academy Players. So be sure to check it out. That's our wicked interesting pick of the week. And now here's what's going on. Wicked fun in the 401.
The Eat, Shop, Play Hope Street Annual Holiday Stroll is back, and this year it's going to be an all-day event.
Oh, wow.
So Hope Street, of course, in Providence, they do these different strolls during the different seasons, and the holiday one is my favorite. They shut down the street, and it's going to be from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., and this year's event includes selfies with Santa. He just walks up and down the street, and you can snap a selfie.
Perfect.
How awesome is that?
That's great.
You can also have selfies with the human dreidel. So in case you celebrate Hanukkah, don't you fear. You get your selfies too.
Oh, I am going to find that guy. I am going to find that guy or girl.
Yes. Who knows? The dreidel could be either or. There's going to be roaming Nutcracker characters because Festival Ballet, which performs the Nutcracker, they're located on Hope Street. So a ton of the people in their costumes are going to be there. A cappella from Wheeler School's 18 Wheelers. This is one of the hottest a cappella groups here in the state. Incredible. Wheeler School just has a tradition of great a cappella. So they're going to be there. Another musical performance from the Extraordinary Rendition Band, who we talked about. They performed at prom.
Those are your people.
Yeah, they played at my wedding. There's going to be an interactive drum circle for kids and adults. My son took part of this drum circle last year.
Okay.
It is probably one of my favorite videos I've ever taken of him in my life. He is just captivated by these drummers and he gets really into it. There'll be face painting, gingerbread cookie decorating, cooking demos. I mean, tons of different things. There's going to be tabletop Christmas tree decor. Even at 11 a.m., there's going to be story time going on. So let me tell you, all the different shops are going to be open. We were just talking about supporting local shops. Henry Bears Park is one of the great toy stores right on Hope Street. There's a jewelry place called Green River Silver Company. There's the Cheeky Hound if you wanted to buy something for your favorite pooch. And all of the restaurants will be open as well. So it really can be a full day of shopping, drumming, selfies with the human dreidel. What more could you ask for?
You sold me on that. I've got to look up that hashtag human dreidel.
And get this, there's one more thing. The East Side YMCA is going to be offering discounted babysitting in case you want to do some kid-free shopping. So the babysitting takes place on Sunday from 12:30 to 4, and it's $13 an hour for YMCA members and an $18 fee for non-members. So that is awesome. You can shop without your kids.
That's perfect. And it's the children must be potty trained and younger than 8 years old, which is that's
when you don't want them shopping with you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That is right in the that's right in the Larson demographic there. So that's on Sunday. Something to check out on Saturday is the Paw Sox Enchanted Village holiday party at McCoy Stadium from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. right there at McCoy Stadium. They transform it into a winter wonderland.
Ooh.
It's free and open up to fans of all ages. They will have former Paw Sox and Red Sox, now Red Sox pitcher Brian Johnson. He'll be there to meet and greet fans. Mascots Paws and Sox, you know them. They're the best. They will be there, as well as Santa Claus, to greet all the fans of young and old. In addition, check this out. The Boston Red Sox will provide access to their Red Sox virtual reality, which will be set up in one of the McCoy suites. And the virtual reality offers viewers a 360-degree look around at Fenway Park.
Ooh.
This is really cool. This is cutting edge technology. It gives the fans the experience that they are standing on the field with the players during batting practice, in the dugout, and other fun Fenway experiences. So if you are a Red Sox fan, P.S., a great place to get some great gifts right there in the pro shop at McCoy Stadium.
Great point.
Yeah, they've got hats, they've got shirts, they've got jackets, they've got toys for the kids, the mini bats. It's just such a wonderful afternoon. Again, that's Saturday from 11 to 3 at McCoy. It's the Pawtucket Red Sox, the Paw Sox Enchanted Village holiday party.
I love it. Also happening on Saturday at the Alex and Ani Center downtown, it is going to be the Providence tree lighting. But in addition to that, because we mentioned this last week about how the tree was officially going to be lit, they're having a skating performance. So at the Alex and Ani City Center, there's going to be a Celebrate Holidays Around the World performance featuring national silver medalist Richard Dornbush, along with the international competitors Erica Choi Smith and AJ Rice, U.S. national competitor Heidi Munger, European Cup competitor Amy Bouchon. I mean, there's just like tons and tons of people, including Rhode Islanders.
This is like a Sunday afternoon on NBC, like all the Skating with the Stars live.
It's true. It's even going to be narrated by former Disney on Ice principal skater Beth Ann Duxbury.
Oh, wow.
So exactly. I mean, who needs the Olympics? Who needs watching the ice skating on NBC? You can go out and see this in real life. See those different, I don't even know, triple sow cow. I don't even know what that means.
That was an impressive term.
Yeah.
I've heard Brian Boitano say those words, but I
can't promise they're going to do that because it sounds very, very fancy.
They'll do something. They'll stay on their feet or on their skates, which is a lot better than you and I can do.
Yes, and then afterwards is going to be a public skating session, and a portion of the proceeds will go to the Tomorrow Fund. So that once again is Saturday from 5 to 7 downtown in Providence.
Awesome. If you've got some other shopping to do, the Old County Road School in Smithfield, the Old County Elementary School in Smithfield, Rhode Island, has their 21st annual Snowflake Bazaar.
That sounds so cute.
I love it. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There are over, check this out, 70 crafters and vendors. There will be raffles, a penny social, a cafe, a bake sale, children's games and face painting. This bazaar typically gets over 1,000 people in attendance throughout the one day. This thing is, when I was looking at the event and the photos online, this event is unbelievable. I mean, the gymnasium is just packed, but from what everybody says in the comments, you get right through, you see what you want to see. It's a great place. We talked about supporting local small businesses. These are the great opportunities where you can have everybody, a variety of vendors and craft makers in one spot. One time you have to park, one time, one trip, and you can get a lot of your holiday shopping done, if not all of it. And, by the way, the big man, Santa Claus, he'll be there from 9 to 10:30 a.m. first thing. So the event goes all day. It's from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. again at the Old County Elementary School in Smithfield, Rhode Island. It's the 21st annual Snowflake Bazaar. You're going to love this thing. It's a lot of fun with all sorts of great displays of crafts and everything. So hit it up, and plus Santa will be there.
Ho, ho, ho.
If you've got that Yule log lit and it's a first date, an anniversary, or you're just looking for something a little fun to create a spark, how about this wicked romantic happening?
The Swing Saloon. Saloon or salon? I think salon. I'm going to go with salon. I feel like saloon has 2 O's. What do you think?
I don't know. I didn't make it past the 8th grade.
Well, I'm going to say the Swing Salon right now.
I'll go with that.
Hey, there you go. They're having a free beginner lesson and dance this Friday from 8 to 11 p.m. So generally, these cost a few dollars. I mean, It's not even that expensive. I think it's just like $10 or around that price point generally. But this week, it is free. And it's their way of saying thanks for everyone who's come out and supported us. So even if you've never been to the Swing Salon, this is a great way to try it out. So they're going to have a beginner East Coast swing lesson that starts at 8 p.m. No experience or partner necessary.
Great.
Afterwards, the DJ is going to spin danceable tunes until 11 p.m. This happens at the fitness studio on Warwick Ave in Warwick, so it's really easy to get to. It's right across from the Pawtucket Credit Union. That's how Rhode Islanders would talk about it anyway.
Sure.
And also next to Rhode Island Nails. So plenty of parking is available. And Blake and I used to take some swing lessons.
Okay.
And one of the great things, that's why I wanted to do this for the Wicked Romantic, because this is something that I would like to do Friday night. Hint, hint, Blake. When you go out and you're sitting at a movie or you're sitting to eat, that's always great. But when you're dancing, first of all, you're getting the blood pumping.
Sure.
So you're getting a bit of a
healthy workout.
It's very, very healthy. But when you're dancing, you're holding your partner's hands, you're smiling. It's a totally different experience when you get to do something that is like dancing with a partner. And as I said, you don't even need to go with a date. So if you wanted to go, even with some friends, that's the great thing with swing dancing is everyone can participate.
What is the difference between East Coast and West Coast swing? Because it said East Coast swing.
Yeah, I used to know. I know how to do East Coast swing. I'll tell you that.
Because you're an East Coast gal.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. That's generally what they teach around here. So I don't even know what West Coast swing is. It's probably more difficult. That's what I'm going to say.
All right.
At least because they're saying that this is the beginner friendly, and that's what I know. So really, you can dress in whatever attire you want. It's really, really easy going, but it's free. So if you've always wanted to try out swing dancing,
now's the time.
Now's the time on Friday night. So that was for the Wicked Romantic, and for the Wicked Family Friendly event, I wanted to make sure that you all knew that you could go on a boat ride with Santa.
Woo!
This Saturday from 11 to 3, the Providence Riverboat Company is going to give a cruise with Santa throughout the Providence waterways. The Santa rides are $25 for adults and $20 for all children under 12. They're only limited to about 6 passengers per boat. So if you wanted to bring your family, it'd be perfect. And you get a complimentary hot cocoa that will be keeping you nice and warm. So it's a great way to kind of see Providence from a different point of view. If you've never taken a boat ride, it's a really great way to do it. And these events are a hit. You do need to purchase your tickets online ahead of time. So as soon as you hear this, if this piques your interest, head on over to our website, because I do know that spots sell out. This is a really popular event. And afterwards, you could head on over to Kennedy Plaza to go see that ice skating that I was talking about
absolutely.
earlier.
Well, that's a great idea. Great way to partner the two events together. So and the rides are 30 minutes.
Yes, 30 minutes long.
Half hour long. That's like perfect time to see Providence from the water.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's right. No matter where you are in Rhode Island, you're never more than 18 and a half miles from either Massachusetts or Connecticut. So here are a wonderful event. Here is a wonderful event. I am just so used to reading the script.
I know.
Blake
says to me all the time, I'm just like Ron Burgundy because I do the same exact thing.
I'm Ron Burgundy. Here is a wonderful event, keeping it on the water. And Mary, your mom is a Navy veteran.
She is.
All right.
She is.
This is I was so intrigued by this event. It is called Navy Christmas at Battleship Cove in Fall River, Mass. It will be taking place this weekend. You can experience a 1940s holiday ambiance and a 3-course meal recreated from the Battleship's original Christmas menu on board the USS Massachusetts.
Wow.
It is Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m., and it will be exactly the way the sailors enjoyed it right in 1940. Now, I know your mom wasn't in the Navy in 1940. She probably wasn't even born.
Correct.
She was about 20 to 30 years away from being born at that point, maybe even 40 years away from being born at that point. Hello, Mary's mom.
For being nice.
But this is, if you've never been to Battleship Cove, first and foremost, get down there. It's right in Fall River, Massachusetts, right after you go over the Braga Bridge. You come down and around. They've been redoing that whole area. It's so well put together and maintained. There's over 8 different boat exhibits there. Plus there's a museum.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. It's really cool. There are even, if you go on their website, you can even find when they do nautical nights, and you can actually sleep on board the battleship in the little bunks. May get a little claustrophobic for some people, but it's
really cool.
Yeah, it's really well worth the experience. But this Sunday, it's a Navy Christmas, and this is a fundraiser for Battleship Cove and all the historical stuff they do. So the tickets are $55 for adults, $30 for children, and under 3 are free. And you can get the tickets available online. But, I mean, just think about it. And they have some photos up where they're showing these sailors that even when they're on the ship on Christmas Day, they dressed in their dress uniforms, came down, and it's really, you'll find out where the sailors were on that day, where they were sailing. So if you appreciate history, if you're a supporter of the Navy, if you really want to do something different, have lunch on Sunday over at the Navy Christmas at Battleship Cove in Fall River, Mass.
That sounds amazing. Just as you said, my mom was in the Navy for 30 years. I even know the Seabees song. I've been to many Navy Christmas events, actually, like on different bases, but I've never had a boat celebration.
There you go.
So
it's not just a boat celebration, it's a battleship celebration.
Battleship. You're right. My goodness, I need to get my facts straight.
As we said in the beginning, everything we talk about can be found on our website, which is wickedroadiepodcast.com. And you can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. So if you're out at the events we've talked about or found something different, we'd love to see what you're seeing. Just simply tag us in the description or use the hashtag WickedRoadie. And if you'd like information on how to advertise or sponsorship with us, just email us at wickedroadiepodcast@gmail.com.
Don't forget that we are in iTunes, Stitcher, all of the different podcast apps. And if you do have that app up, if you could leave us a rating and review, that's how other people find out about us.
Show the love. Show the love.
Until next time, everyone, I'm Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro.
And you've been listening to Wicked Roadie. We'll have more for you next Thursday.